What will the future of Dragon Ball be like? Would Goku's legacy live on, or will it be lost in the pages of time? This is the story of Dragon Ball Centuries, and it takes place 100 years after the age of Goku. Most of the Z Warriors are dead, with a couple exceptions, one of which is Pan, who is now the grandmother to Goku Jr. The story begins with us learning that the Earth has enjoyed 100 years of peace and prosperity. Because of that, Goku Jr., who looks a lot like young Goku, lives a completely different type of lifestyle. For one, he goes to school. One day, while at school, he senses the approach of multiple strange energy levels on their way to Earth. On the next page, we get to see that one of these energy levels is coming from a Saiyan ship. The ship quickly lands on Earth and outsteps a mysterious figure. Not too long after the first ship, a second ship shows up and begins its descent to Earth. This second ship draws the attention of the second surviving Z Warrior, who is none other than Master Roshi. The power level coming from this ship also catches the attention of Vegeta Jr. and his mom, who are at Capsule Court. Lord Rapido, we've successfully landed on Earth, said a voice on the ship. On the next page, we get a full body shot of Lord Rapido, and he is a Saiyan. Let me say right now though, guys, you guys will never guess who this guy is a descendant of. Here's a hint, it's one of the few Saiyans who survived the destruction of planet Vegeta. Anyway, let's keep going. The arrival of Lord Rapido catches the attention of Dende, the guardian of Earth. His first words are, "So this is planet Earth. Not a bad little planet." He then says, "It seems that little girl, Pokora, has already arrived. Well, it's not time to deal with her." So Pokora is the person who arrived in the first Saiyan pod. A few moments later, Rapido and his men are at Pan's house. "Who are you?" said Pan. "So, I've finally found you," replied Rapido. "Are you even listening? What do you want from me?" "Relax, just a little favor. First, see that Dragon Ball you've got over there? It now belongs to me, over my dead body." "Oh yeah?" "Secondly, I want to kill you." And then Rapido fires a ki blast at Pan, ending her life. Goku Jr. is on a date when he senses what's happening to Pan. "Goku, what happened?" said his date. "There's no mistake this time. Something awful happened. Grandma Pan." "Nimbus!" "Wait, Goku," said his date. Goku arrives and his grandmother's body is outside of her broken house in the rain. "Grandma! Grandma Pan, what happened? Please wake up." "No, it can't be. This can't be happening. Damn it!" Suddenly he sensed the energy of 4 people behind him. "Who are you? It seems you are ready to die. I won't forgive you for this." Goku Jr. charges the henchmen Rapido left behind. He is able to make easy work of them until suddenly he's hit from behind. A powerful ki blast renders him unconscious. In the next panel, we get to see that this ki blast came from Rapido himself. On another area of Earth, some of Rapido's men have found a Dragon Ball. They are then approached by Pokora. "It's you. Long time no see, Miss Pokora." It's not yet clear what's going on with Pokora, but at this point, it's obvious that she is familiar with Rapido and his men. It's also obvious that for whatever reason, she is working against them. Let's keep going though. Enough with the chatter. Give me the ball in your hand and you will be free to go. "What? So you're collecting them too?" "You see, I don't like to use violence," said Pokora. "Don't get too full of yourself this time," said the henchman. And then he attacks Pokora. This henchman is easily overpowered in a pretty funny panel to boot. Pokora then proceeds to make pretty light work of the remaining men. I can't win," said the last one with the Dragon Ball. "I think it's better for you to give the Dragon Ball to me." "Don't even think about it," said the henchman. "Don't underestimate me." Pokora gets ready to fight, and all of a sudden he gets a change of heart. "If I give you the Dragon Ball," he says, "would you please spare my life? I beg you." What the? Back to Goku Jr. It seems the attack was only able to knock him out for a while. He's starting to slowly wake up. "Who attacked me from behind?" he said. "The city is destroyed." 2 hours later, Goku Jr. is in tears. "Please wait for me, Grandma Pan," he says. "I will find all 7 Dragon Balls and wish you back." He's just buried his dead grandmother, but he's also put on his fighting gi, which includes the extended power pole. He says, "I haven't been able to find a 4-star ball anywhere. They must have came here for the Dragon Balls. I can sense several energy levels in that direction. They are far." And here we get our first full panel of Goku Jr. in his fighting gi. Pretty reminiscent of our Goku. He looks a little bit older and a little bit more mature than Goten. You can see here he steeled his resolve and he's ready for the upcoming battle. Elsewhere on Earth, we are introduced to a higher up amongst Rapido's men. His name is Sodium. He is surrounded by a few of Rapido's foot soldiers, and they are reporting to him what just happened with Pokora. "We found a Dragon Ball," said one of the foot soldiers. "However, Pokora suddenly appeared. We were no match for her. Sadium looks extremely annoyed by this. He says, it could be trouble if she gets the ball. Let me check. He then uses his ki to create a vision of Pokora. Damn it. How many times did this little girl spoil my plans? This time I will tear her apart. The vision of Pokora all of a sudden changes to a vision of Goku Jr. Huh? What's this? Who is this little brat? His power level is close to Pokora's, and he's headed in this direction at a high speed. What a hot potato. I must report it to Lord Rapido first. 3 hours later, Goku Jr. is still traveling towards the power level he sensed. While searching for the Dragon Balls, he notices Hercule City below him being destroyed by Rapido's men. He swoops down to help some of the citizens, making quick work of a couple of Rapido's foot soldiers. You again? How dare you threaten the lives of all these innocent people? I'll only ask once. Who are you and what are you doing here? Please spare my life. We're just following the orders of Pokora. Please, let us live, I beg you. Pokora? Who is that? Said Goku Jr. About that, if you tell me the truth, I promise to let you go. I will tell you. Lord Pokora. She's a cute young girl. Although she is a teen, her voice is like that of a child. I see, said Goku Jr. But don't be deceived by her appearances. Lord Pokora is heartless and cruel. She kills people like flies, and she's hard to henchmen like us. We're only here on her order to retrieve the Dragon Balls. You see, it was her who took the Dragon Ball yesterday. Really? Said Goku Jr. At this panel, it became obvious that the henchman was lying because obviously Pokora did not take the Dragon Ball from Pan. It was Rapido. And based on how Pokora was introduced, she didn't like to fight, so the henchman saying that she's cruel and heartless further reinforces that he is just trying to manipulate Goku Jr. Either way, Goku calls for Flying Nimbus and heads out. Right after, the henchman confirmed my suspicion. He says, he was deceived so easily. What a simple kid. Goku Jr. manages to catch up with Pokora. I found you, he said. That voice. You're Pokora, right? I won't forgive you. I'll beat you down and take my Dragon Ball back. So they sent another grunt after me for the Dragon Ball, huh? I don't really want to beat on a child. Goku Jr. then jumps off of the Flying Nimbus and transforms into a Super Saiyan. Now this is really interesting because up until this point in the manga, it was very difficult to scale just how strong Goku Jr. was. To be honest, I didn't even think he could fly because he kept using the Flying Nimbus to get around. But not only can he fly, but he can also go Super Saiyan, which is really interesting because Goku Jr. should only be about 1/16 Saiyan, if my math is correct. After transforming, Goku Jr. begins his fight with Pokora, and he is clearly much stronger than she is. But still, it appeared that she is not willing to go down without a fight. She manages to get a pretty solid hit on Goku Jr., sending him flying into the ground, but that wasn't enough. Goku Jr. jumps up and fires a Kamehameha at her with the intent to kill. Pokora manages to dodge it. She says, this is getting dangerous. He almost killed me. And this just goes to show one of the major differences between our Goku and this Goku Jr. Goku Jr. is willing to kill. Yes, he is upset because Pan just died, but when you take into account Krillin had just died in front of Goku's eyes on planet Namek when he first went to Super Saiyan, and he still tried to save Frieza, not to mention all the other terrible stuff Frieza did, you can see that Goku Jr. is really a different breed. Anyway, let's keep going. The fight continues. Goku Jr. is getting ready to charge up a second Kamehameha when suddenly Pokora is hit with a ki blast from above Goku's head. It's Sadium. He says, you've done well, boy. If it wasn't for you, things wouldn't have gone so smoothly. You have my deepest gratitude, but I'll take it from here. Scram, brat. Sadium then approaches Pokora, who took a lot of damage from his ki blast, and takes her Dragon Ball. I even managed to get the Dragon Ball, he said. Too easy. No, that's my 4-star Dragon Ball, said Goku Jr. He charges in. Give it back. Fool, says Sadium, as he blasts Goku Jr. away. I told you to get lost, kid. But don't worry, I'll play with you soon, after I finish this girl. Sadium then blasts Pokora into the side of a mountain. Done already? He says. Hey, what's the matter? I thought you were the mighty Pokora. Your penalty is death. He then creates some jagged rocks on a nearby mountain and tosses Pokora's almost lifeless body down onto them. Goodbye. No, I can't let her die now, said Goku Jr., trying to save Pokora. I wanted to spare your life in return for all of your help, but if you're so eager to die, then so be it, said Sadium to Goku, stopping him from rescuing Pokora. There's only one option now, said Goku Jr. Flying Nimbus. Nimbus swoops in and saves Pokora. I'm still alive, she said. Thank goodness, said Goku. I made it just in time. I'm sorry I attacked you earlier. I should have cleared the situation up first, said Goku Jr. "Look out," said Pokora. Right then, Goku is blindsided by Sodium. "Now I understand," he says. "It was you guys who killed Grandma Pan and stole our Dragon Ball. Then you manipulated me into fighting Miss Pokora." Goku Jr. is furious. "So you finally caught on. What an innocent kid," said Sodium. "But now that you have no use for me, get ready to die. General Sodium, please leave this to us." A bunch of fodder henchmen show up. Goku Jr. takes care of them pretty quickly and then begins his attack on Sodium. At first, Goku Jr. appears to have the upper hand until Sodium manages to bind Goku Jr. with some of his ki. "What's wrong, kid? Where's all that enthusiasm you had a moment ago?" And with that, Sodium begins his assault on the restrained Goku Jr. He manages to beat Goku Jr. out of his Super Saiyan transformation. However, luckily, he's suddenly attacked from behind. Pokora repaid Goku Jr.'s favor, saving him from Sodium's attacks. Goku Jr. then powers up back to Super Saiyan, blasting through his restraints. He manages to not only overpower Sodium, but to also put him in the crosshairs of a Kamehameha. And with that, Sodium dies. Goku Jr. kills him. Back on Rapido's ship, he senses the loss of Sodium. He says, "I see there are plenty of resistance who have some skill. This is interesting. It seems I can have more fun on this planet than I had thought." Back to Goku Jr. and Pokora, the two have a conversation about what's going on. Goku Jr. tells Pokora that he's only looking for the Dragon Balls to resurrect his dead grandmother, who Rapido killed. And then Pokora tells Goku Jr. the story of how she met Rapido. Rapido apparently came to her planet with the intention of conquering it when she was much younger. She tried to fight him off, but was too weak. Instead of destroying her, however, Rapido decided he liked her spirit and kept her alive, forced her to train so that he could continue to enjoy their fights. Pokora eventually managed to escape, but heard about Rapido's plan to gather the 7 Dragon Balls on Earth that can grant him any wish. And so she stole a Saiyan pod and head to Earth first with the intention of stopping him. Pokora and Goku Jr. head out on their quest to gather the Dragon Balls before Rapido could, but moments after setting out, they run into this unfortunate henchman of Rapido, who just so happened to be the same guy who manipulated Goku Jr., sending him after Pokora. This guy simply cannot believe his luck. He keeps getting beat up by Goku Jr., once in Hercule City and again in the fight with Sodium. This time he randomly runs into them together and they quickly capture him. It's not yet clear why, but Goku Jr. decides that they first need to go to Master Roshi's house. And so they tie this unfortunate henchman of Rapido onto the back of the Nimbus and fly off to Master Roshi. "Here they come," said Master Roshi. Seeing Nimbus approach brings back memories of old Goku. The two land, and after Master Roshi is done being a pervert, Goku Jr. tells him why they're there. He wanted to let him know that Pan was murdered and update him on the situation. From the tied up henchmen, Goku Jr., Master Roshi, and Pokora learn Rapido's purpose for wanting the Dragon Balls. He says Rapido is going to wish his father, Lord Korifuro, back to life. If this wish could be granted, there would be nothing that could stop them. And with that, Master Roshi says, "Goku, have you ever heard Pan talk about someone named Broly?" "Broly," replied Goku Jr. "Can't remember clearly. Broly is the legendary Super Saiyan your ancestors managed to defeat long ago. Korifuro is Broly's son, which means that Rapido is Broly's grandson." Goku Jr. is completely shocked by this, and with that, this chapter comes to an end. Guys, if you enjoyed this fan manga, leave it in the comments below, let me know. There will be a link in the description of this video if you want to check it out yourself. Thank you guys for all the support. Hashtag Do Crew. I love you guys. I hope you all have a great day. I will be talking to you again real soon. Bye.